Important that you focus in on that. Let me see that little thing. Throw it. Now. I'm gonna put you up there like that. Okay. Alright, what's up guys? Okay, so I figured that this was a very important video. And I'm just gonna talk real quick before we get into the workout. But this is probably the most important thing to remember when you are working out, when you are lifting weights, when you're trying to build muscle, okay? The more advanced you guys get, the more muscle you actually do build, the more you will feel what I'm talking about. We're gonna talk about the mind-muscle connection, okay? Mind-muscle connection, what is it? It's basically, you're literally thinking about the muscle that you are working during your exercises, during your workouts. That is very important. When you guys are very new to working out, lifting weights, doing a bicep curl, tricep extension, even a squat or a lunge, it's very important that you focus on what actual muscles you're working, not just going through the motions. Now granted, going through the motions will burn a few calories, but that's not exactly a lot of what your guys' goals are. Muscle building will also burn calories, and it'll give you those curves that you guys are really wanting. That is very in right now. Just remember, when you guys are beginners to working out, to lifting weights, it is going to be very hard for you to actually feel your bicep muscle contracting. But you need to, in your mind, you need to focus on that. Focus on squeezing your arm up as you perform that bicep curl. Very nice and slow movements to get you guys started is really gonna help, okay? Really good form. Start lightweight so that you can really get the form on track and then move up in weight. That's really important, guys, okay? So when you are beginners, you don't have a lot of mature muscle mass. You're not familiar a lot. Your muscles aren't familiarized with bicep curls, with all of these exercises that you're putting your body through, okay? When you work into an intermediate phase, an advanced or experienced phase, you surprisingly, you start to feel it. Your muscles begin to remember what you've been doing in the past. And you also focus on that mind-muscle connection. You can feel your bicep contracting. The more experienced you are, you really start to feel that. Don't worry if you are just starting out working out and you're not really feeling that contraction. You're not really feeling that burn like as much as you will when you become more experienced. Your muscle does get mature, guys, and your muscle will do a lot more for you, even with less weight when you get bigger. That's why you guys see I don't work out very heavy. I'm really here to maintain my muscle mass, but my muscle is so mature, it almost contracts and focuses on it without me really thinking about it. I know that sounds super weird, super odd, but it does, at least for me. That's been my experience with it. So you take this to the gym with you guys. Remember this, walking in, real slow motions, real lightweight until you get that form right. Do not swing. Don't use momentum with a lot of these exercises, guys. That'll really help you focus on the contraction, on bringing your mind into your muscle, squeezing and lengthening. So anyways, we're moving into the workout, and I will, of course, do a voiceover for you, give you guys more education in this video. I hope you enjoy it. Good morning, everyone. Maybe it's good afternoon, maybe it's good evening to you. This is going to be a very important video, as you all know. If you take anything away from any of my YouTube videos, this would be something I really emphasize and encourage you to take away. You guys get creative exercises, you guys get fun exercises, different exercises. The basics, the tried and trues, none of them will make much of a difference if you don't focus on your muscles that you are working. This is my muscle connection, okay? Or it's not that they wouldn't work. You're not making your workouts the most effective, most efficient, okay? We all want to get stronger. We all want to show that beautiful hard-earned muscle. You guys need to focus on those muscles. Don't just go through the motions. All right, so you're noticing that we're going right into shoulder press. Notice that I drop both I didn't just do both shoulders. I'm focusing on one just to show you guys. Sometimes if you can't feel your muscles, put your couple fingers on the muscle that you're actually working. Exactly what I'm doing right here. I do this a lot because sometimes it's hard to focus on a particular muscle, but if your other hand is actually touching that muscle itself, sometimes it's just a little bit easier to be like, okay, I need to contract that. I need to squeeze that. Is it getting tighter? Something along those lines. Now going into bicep curls, kind of the same thing. I started with both hands, keeping my upper arm steady right next to my body. I'm not moving it. I am not using momentum, guys. This is very important, okay? Keep your neck really nice and long. Do not strain your neck a lot. I dropped one of those weights so I could show you. This is the way that I will really focus on that muscle. I will just touch the bicep. I'll just touch the front of the arm real gently, and then you really feel that contraction of the bicep. It's actually really fun. You guys give that a try and really let me know what you think of that, okay? Right, we are moving right into triceps, guys. Triceps are the antagonist muscle of the biceps. Triceps are the back of the arm. Surprisingly, there's actually 3 muscle heads to the tricep, aka why it starts with the word tri, T-R-I. So anyways, we are going right into bent over tricep extensions. So notice that my upper arm is still not moving much other than the squeeze, okay? Now this one is going to be a little bit more difficult for you to try to feel, but you can do it. I don't think I do, but you can drop one of those weights and like really focus on straightening that elbow, bring that pinky up to the ceiling, and squeeze the back of the arm nice and slow. All right, we are moving right into the quadricep muscles. Okay, quadriceps, you guys have probably heard the term quads, quad workouts. The quadriceps are basically the muscles that make up the front leg, the front upper leg, okay? The front thigh, whatever you want to call it. These particular exercises, these are more of compound moves. They aren't an isolated exercise. If you want an isolated quad exercise, you want to do that quad extension, okay? That one you'll actually really feel majority just the quads, but this one you are going to be engaging your hamstrings a little bit. But in order to really focus on your quads with this particular exercise, with these lunges, I really want you to maintain the 90-degree bend to the front knee, all right? And then when you see me going into the next move, guys, you're going to notice that I do not stand all the way up. I'm engaging those front legs during the entire set, because I'm still bending. I'm still slightly in a squat position, all right? This will be difficult to feel specific muscles squeezing, but you will start to feel them burn. Moving into hamstrings. Now, depending on how, again, mature your muscle is, guys, will you be able to feel these movements and these exercises and every single rep a lot more. As I already spoke about in the beginning of the video, as you mature that muscle, your muscle will start to feel it regardless of what weight you have, okay? Like I said, I can get a freaking badass workout in with 5 to 10 pound dumbbells, okay? It's because my muscle's constantly still working. So we're going into the hamstring curl. Again, this is a do it at home hamstring curl. Just grab a dumbbell, put it in between your feet. This will also engage your calves, guys, because you're going to be squeezing those calves holding that dumbbell together. I think it's pretty much the dynamic duo for the back of the legs. But for this one particularly, you're going to have a nice stretch in the back of the upper leg. Okay, so this hamstrings are right underneath your butt. The entire thigh encompasses your hamstrings. Okay, so this one particularly, notice nothing else is contracting outside of you're bringing your feet up, bending those knees. You're going to be squeezing those hamstrings. You're going to be contracting the back of the legs. Okay, really, really focus on that. All right, guys, we're going right into glutes. Once again, this is not an isolated glute move. I highly recommend hip thrusts for being somewhat isolated glutes, although again, depending on your experience, you might feel your quads and hamstrings a lot more in a hip thrust, and that's just based on experience, guys, based on form, based on the maturity of your glute muscles actually taking over that exercise, okay? This particular exercise, guys, is a very basic one. This one you can really squeeze your butt all the way at the top. Squeeze it all the way coming up, okay? Keep your back nice and straight, your neck long. Squeeze your glutes 2 to 3 seconds at the top. If you're afraid of the butt dimples because you're squeezing so hard, do it against a wall. Just do it. You're gonna feel it. You're gonna love and you're gonna hate it, guys. Okay, so we're gonna go right into abs. This is our final muscles that we're gonna be working here. Notice that my lower back is stuck on the floor. Okay, notice my hand once again is just touching my lower core. This is to really help as well, guys. If you want to pound yourself in the stomach to keep it, make sure you're going tight, this is exactly what you need. Relax your neck. You do not want to use momentum for these at all. Notice how slow I'm going up. Notice how much I'm squeezing just at the top. It looks like nothing, but it's a whole lot of something. Okay, so we're just going to finish off this video, guys, with basically a little bit of a review. My tips that I think you guys really need to remember every time you go into the gym. If you are very new to exercising, guys, if you don't feel like you have a lot of mature muscle mass, chances are feeling your muscles contracting is going to be limited for you until you start to get the hang of it. You start to work out more. Don't just go through the motions. Make every single rep have a purpose, okay? Really know what exercise, what muscle group you're going to be working with every single exercise, and focus on squeezing, whether you're pushing, whether you're pulling, whether you're actually extending it, like triceps. Really know what muscles you're working so you can focus on them. Well, again, one of my favorite tips, do single arm exercises, single leg exercises. Use your other arm that you're not using and touch whatever muscles you are going to be working. This will help you squeeze. This will help you really make the most out of your reps and your sets and the exercise, okay? Slow, controlled movements, guys. Avoid momentum, avoid swinging. Start with lightweight. Focus on your form before you think that going heavy is the best, okay? And just to finish this video off with the outfit of the day, Lululemon Sports Bra Patoola Leggings. These are the new performance pair in the Patoola collection that we'll be releasing in the summer launch, guys. As we move forward, you're going to see me in a lot of new items, and I will educate you along the way. We're going to do some YouTubes just for the Patoola collection, so you guys know exactly what you're getting. You know, that's how I roll. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please comment below if you liked it. I do read those, and I will see you in the next one.